Hello, everybody. Good evening. It's Brian here. This is Class A Plus English, and we are going to jump into the ninth stream of Disco Elysium. I called it Disco Inferno last night, I think. Yeah. Yeah. It's what? It's Wednesday. It's the 21st of May. I'm not going to play for too long. I've got to work tomorrow. I am knackered at the moment. Yeah. What does knackered mean? Exhausted. I'm really, really tired. I've been working a lot. It's exam season here in Spain. Lots of people taking exams, IELTS, Cambridge exams, etc. And flat out. I'm flat out with work. Really, really, really busy. So let's jump into it. And we can find out what's going on in our favorite town of Rovachel. Rovachel, is that the name? Let's go for it. All right, where are we? Bum 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 bum. Game. Game. Let me find it. Bum. Okay, so what did we do last night? If you remember, if you saw last night's stream, we were in the bookshop. We took on a case about the missing husband, the alcoholic husband. And we have to do stuff. We talked to the cleaning lady. We found out that Martin Martinese, which is a pseudonym. So I know it's so hard sometimes. Hick, he says. We're going to meet him tomorrow. We're going to go to his house at 9 o'clock tomorrow. Quick quick overview. Let's ask Kim. This is a fellow detective. Yes. Now you have to remember, I'm a drug-addicted alcoholic detective, and we are trying to solve a murder. Now, this is my fellow detective, Kim. Tell me about the case again, Kim.
What do you want to know?
Let's go over preliminary info.
Like a brief? Do you want me to
the audio's okay? Yeah, that sounds good. Tell us quickly. Tell me quickly.
3 days ago, the RCM emergencies desk received a report about a security guard who was found hanged in Martinez. An anonymous caller said there was a dead body behind the Whirling in Rags hostel cafeteria. The cadaver had been there for 4 days. No one had come to investigate. During that time, the victim had been stripped of his belongings. The caller did not identify him, but used the word lynching. There is an ongoing labor dispute between the local dock workers and the logistics company Wild Pines. I was told we should approach the death as part of this dispute.
Okay, so that's the backstory. There's a murder, there's a man hanging, which we haven't been able to get down yet. Mega cool, I've heard enough.
Okay then. Was there anything else you wanted to know?
That's all, Kim.
Good.
All right, so here we are. What are we going to do now? Our mission tonight is to talk to the dock workers and try to find out what is going on and to investigate any drug trafficking. What's this? Yeah, let's press this button. It's a really, really cool game. I really like this. What's going on there? Close for winter, please use main entrance. Let's go talk to this guy. A kiosk, yeah, bookshop.
Looking for something?
Okay, maybe the name is a giveaway. Yeah, a giveaway. Racist lorry driver. Looking for something, the lorry driver recognizes you. Okay, so here we have some options. Yeah, I found this mug in the trash, in the garbage, in the rubbish. Show it to the man. What was that argument all about? What are you hauling? What are you... He's a truck driver. He's a lorry driver. And actually, that's quite interesting, isn't it? Like, they say trash, which is American English. I would say rubbish. But then they say lorry driver, which is British English. You know, you drive a lorry. Americans would say a truck. Yeah, so there's a kind of... The language is all over the place in this game. There's a lot of different accents. There's a Kuno, who has like a Scouse accent. A Scouser, yeah. A Scouser is someone from Liverpool, this completely crazy kid. This guy has a French accent. Okay, I found a mug, coffee mug, in the trash. What was the argument about? What are you hauling? Got a smoke? You're a lorry man, right? What's your stance on drugs? I'm not going to confront him. So look, here's my psyche, my character sheet. Yeah, you can see here there's the intellect. There's things like logic. Yeah, intellectual power. My encyclopedia, my knowledge, my rhetoric. Practice the art of persuasion. Drama, which I think I need to build up a bit. And then we have psyche. You know, so it seems like volition here, holding yourself together. Inland empire, hunches and gut feelings. You know, which is like when you feel something, you know, you feel something is wrong, something is strange, I feel it in my stomach, yeah? Empathy, authority, I'm a cop, right? I'm a detective. Esprit de cop, which is my cop culture. Suggestion. Charming men and women, play the puppet master. I think I need to build that one up. Then we have like physique, so it's endurance, pain. Electrochemistry is quite interesting. It's go to party town, love and be loved by drugs, because I am an alcoholic, drug addicted detective. Half-light, let the body take control. And then we have like things like reaction speed, interfacing, which is dealing with picking locks and pockets. Reaction? What is reaction? Quick to react. An untouchable man. So these are all parts of my psyche that are kind of like fighting to kind of get me to do what they want them to do, basically like that. And then we get level points. So what am I going to do here? I'm not going to argue with him. I'm going to say, what was that argument all about?
It's about biological determinism, natural law, the sorting of the races.
Says the racist lorry driver. He spits on the ground.
Not the most popular topic nowadays, with the coalition in charge and all. You might want to change the topic. That is, bury your head under the sand like common sheep.
Okay, sheeple.
Change the topic. The way he says it makes it almost sound like a threat.
Okay, let's talk about something else. This is Half-Life. Half-Life.
Suit yourself, officer. Hide your face in the sand if you so wish.
He spits again. What are you hauling? What are you transporting?
Oh, not much anymore. I'm here to pick up some cargo, but the dock workers are on strike, so it's a sit and wait on your ass situation.
So there's a strike going on. The workers are on strike. They're refusing to work. They won't let the truck drivers pass. Okay, what kind of cargo are you supposed to pick up?
Apples.
Apples?
Yeah, apples. I take it you had other questions?
He's given you the runaround. Let's be honest, you were bested.
He's giving me the runaround. He's winning. Yeah, he's winning the conversation. Okay. All right, what's your stance? What's your opinion on drugs?
Drugs? They're shit, man. I don't let anything pollute my body.
He takes a long drag on his cigarette. I don't let anything pollute my body. Okay, why not?
You know where that shit comes from? Sarah Miriza, Safre, Ilmara.
Oh my god.
They take the money from our local junkies here and then use it to outcompete us in the manufacturing sector.
Junkies, drug addicts, yeah, to be a junkie. But then there are other ways we can use junkie if you're addicted to something. Some people are adrenaline junkies, you know. I've been watching a lot of videos on YouTube about these guys with wingsuits, you know, like it's kind of like a suit and they jump off the top of a cliff and they're flying through the air. It looks incredible. But like a serious extreme sport, you know, and they have to be, those guys, people, I don't know, like, but anyway, these people, they have to be adrenaline junkies. They have to be addicted to the adrenaline to do that stuff because it's absolutely crazy. But excellent with GoPro, yeah. All right. So what are they doing? They're getting everybody addicted. They're using the money to fund their manufacturing
They can't beat us
sector.
in a fair fight, so they have to get us to weaken ourselves somehow. It's racial sabotage. Racial economic sabotage.
All right, the racist lorry driver believes it's down to race. Hold on, but they make alcohol in Mara too. I was told they do. So I take it you're not smuggling drugs? Listen, I agree. It's our responsibility to keep this poison off the streets of Revachol, right? That's all I need to know. Okay, let's go for number 3. I'm going to try and butter him up. Yeah, to butter someone up means to kind of get them to like you. You know, you're the best boss I've ever had. To butter someone up. Okay, yeah, I agree. It's our responsibility to keep this poison, these drugs off the streets, right?
He eyes you warily,
Hmm.
unsure how to respond. This goes on for about 2 seconds. Then,
He's a bit suspicious.
I don't know shit. And if I did, I wouldn't tell you.
I don't know shit. I don't know anything. Yeah, I don't know anything. I don't know shit. Very kind of informal expression there. He puffs on his cigarette. Then what are you still hanging around here for? Most of the other camionneur truck drivers have left.
What do you think? I can't leave the lorry unguarded. Stuff's been getting looted lately. It's those little kips sneaking around at night. If they touch my stuff, the bosses will be on my ass like ass cancer.
Looted, stolen, robbed. Yeah. So he needs to kind of keep an eye on his truck, or else the people will come and steal it.
there was a bunch of spilled boxes in the back of a big lorry nearby.
All right. I did see one lorry with the trailer doors open on my way here. Do you know what happened?
Yeah, I knew that guy. He was an honest driver who loved his country. We were having a good debate about genetics at the Wheeling in Rags when some kip boys smashed his lock and took damn near everything. Lost his fucking job over it.
I don't know what kip boys are, but I'm pretty sure it's something racist. Yeah, in this world, the whirling in rags is the bar.
Since he left, I haven't had anyone to talk to.
Oh. He takes a long suck on his cigarette, appearing to savor the taste. Since he left, I have to tell you, I'm bad for him. Serves him right. He was an honest driver, loved his country. We were having a good debate. And some bad for him. Let's just keep that buttering him up, yeah?
It's a fucking travesty, is what it is.
The man shakes his head dismayed, furiously pulling on his cigarette. Alright, if it's not you, then who is running the drugs? Who is trafficking the drugs through Terminal B?
Isn't it obvious?
Hmm?
Fucking Sealang.
Oh?
That beady-eyed South Samaran. His little side business is a scam. I wouldn't be surprised if he was peddling drugs as well.
I wouldn't be surprised if he were peddling drugs. Peddling means selling drugs as well. Conditional there. But he's not sure. Wait, the street vendor south of here, the guy's a lorry driver?
Of course he's a lorry driver. What? He tell you he's just some simple businessman or some shit? He's selling his employer stuff after he broke the seals on his Humanox lorry.
Right, so the guy selling the sunglasses and stuff.
His tribe are natural liars. It's in their blood. He's your man, alright? 100%.
He nods in a sagely manner, then puffs another puff and cigarette. Okay, so the racist thinks it's a foreigner. Good, handsome-looking guy, isn't he?
I wouldn't be so sure about it. Not until we've heard what Sealang himself has to say.
Let's guess we need to pay Sealang a visit. I think we need to pay him a visit. We need to go to visit the street vendor.
Guess so.
He grins, contented with himself. Okay, you got smoke, man.
No.
He's got a smoke right there. In his fucking hand. Snatch that shit out of his fat fingers. You need it after listening to his garbage.
Then I'm gonna need that one you're smoking. You're smoking one right now.
It's my last one.
Can I get a drag of it? So a drag is like, can I share a cigarette?
Sorry, hold on.
Fuck, I oughta.
What, officer?
The man looks at you coolly, noxious effluence wafting in the air around him. Say nothing.
Sorry I couldn't be of any help.
He gives you an ambitiously mocking half nod. Okay, right. Racist guy isn't friendly. We're done. How much money we have? What do we have? We've got 12. It's midday, yeah? This is stream number 9. And this is stream number 9. We're only on day 2. This is where the strike is going on. You can see here, these are the scabs, right? They want to break the strike, but this isn't our deal at the moment. We need to talk to the drivers. There's the bar. Let's go talk. Yeah, there's this guy here, isn't there? Let's go and have a chat. Oh, hang on, wait. I think I want to check this stuff out because I found this hat yesterday. Look, it's one. Right, get rid of that. Get rid of those. One less authority. No. Maybe I can put these on. No, logic. No. Tie. Gloves. What are my other gloves? Interfacing. Put those on. Yeah, but I don't have any other shoes. Let's get rid of that, because if I put this on, right? Items, tools. I've got the ledger of failure and hatred. Now, the ledger of failure and hatred gives me less authority. Let's get rid of that then. What we got? The spirit corp. There's suggestion, but I can't really take my shirt off, can I? I want to... Oh, man. How do I do it? How do I drink something? Alright, let's just leave it at that for a moment, yeah? Because like what we got here is inland, interfacing, less savoir-faire, but I want to put my shoes on. Savoir-faire. I really don't have any savoir-faire now at the moment. Okay, what do we got here? We got physical instrument. Reaction speed. What are my trousers? Let's put the jeans on. -1 suggestion, -1 logic. Okay, we're going to just try this. I don't know if this is correct or not, but anyway.
The pockets of these new jeans are perfect for sticking your hand into.
Thank you.
Makes you look cool,
Nice.
calm, and collected. As your hand enters the pocket, your fingers brush against something, soft yet crinkly. Hey, it's a chewing gum wrapper. It reminds you of the fruity juice of apricots. You should inspect it closer if you have time. Something about the wrapper's texture is familiar. Not familiar in a good way, you might say. There's pain in there somewhere.
So this is my mind, my psyche talking to me, my pain threshold. There's pain in there, okay. Interact with the... Right, the chewing gum. A gleaming chewing gum wrapper found in the pocket of the laborer jeans. It gives off an ever so faint scent of apricots. Your mouth starts watering. Let's interact.
There it is again. The scent of apricots with a touch of cinnamon. Smells like the end of some distant summer. The surface of another planet or some ancient temple.
Ancient temple, end of summer, take a deep, deep breath, put the wrapper away. There it is again, the scent, smell of apricots with a touch, a hint of cinnamon. Smells like the end of some distant summer, the surface of another planet or some ancient temple. The end of summer?
The sun sets into the sea, but the water does not boil. Instead, it turns to liquid gold. For a moment, the world's store of precious metals seems to increase dramatically, and you are rich.
Rich?
There is a movement next to you, the shuffle of a small coat, warm like the evening. But when you turn toward it, there's nothing there.
Where did it go?
Why are you talking to a gum wrapper?
What's the ancient temple?
Yes, from the height of antiquity, a long, long time ago, millennia ago, on an island of time you can never return to. Bitter, citrus, sweet. It seems to grow stronger, like a glow, with every breath you take. Until a blossom of skin and flower petals erupts behind your closed eyes. Made of toffee, cream, and distance. You just had to take a dive.
Okay, I've got a thought gained. What is the thought gained? Ah, apricot. Temporary research born one reaction speed, living in the past. You have found a trace of entity who's been stalking you across the plains. The gloom stalker, the conglomeration, the shadowy organization behind your downfall, possibly connected to the dreaded this ex-girlfriend or wife. Granted, it is impossible to determine its true identity, but you can remember where you first smelled its treachery. Yes, use the Tutti Frutti gum wrapper. Reconstruct the day you first breathed in her untrusty atoms. Alright, so it's something about my ex-wife or girlfriend or whatever. How are we doing with White Morning? Okay. Is it all done? I need to get this one. Okay. Continue.
Feels so familiar.
Put the wrapper away, Harry. Alright. There. Let's talk to this fella now. Have a chat.
Still here. Stuck in this damn jam, my man. What's up?
Dummy the Okay, locked. What do you see in your eyes? Locked. I need what? I need empathy. You seem like a man who knows about drugs.
Ah, man. Me and narcotics go way back. Had some good times surfing the psychic waves of my own consciousness, you know?
He folds his hands behind his head and leans back. Oh man, had some good times surfing the psychic waves.
But those days are behind me. There are other addictions in my life now. Why the inquiry, my man?
He pauses, letting the memory dissipate. Vanish, yeah? Why the inquiry? He says inquiry, yeah? American accent there, American pronunciation. I say inquiry. All right. Why the inquiry?
Just be straight with him.
Suggestion. Suggestion, how strong are you? Suggestion 6. Okay, suggestion is good. Be straight with him. Do you finance those other addictions with drug trafficking? I need to get high. I'm looking for a dealer. Let me be straight with you. I'm trying to figure out who's smuggling drugs. All right. Be straight with me. Tell me the truth, okay? Don't beat around the bush. Yeah, be straight.
We have a credible lead, sir. Someone on this roundabout is waiting for a bulk shipment from the harbor to load it on their lorry and drive it to Jamrock.
Continue.
Not me, man. No way. I don't need any trouble. Shit's bad enough anyway. This jam's got folks up in arms, and I'm afraid it's headed toward a conflagration.
This jam is traffic jam. So wait, why are you then still hanging around? Who do you think could be conducting the drug trade then? Not me, man. No way. I don't need any trouble. So who? Who do you think?
Look, man, I try to stay away from the criminal underbelly of Revachol. I'm a guest here. You really need to find another man to probe with those questions.
To probe, to investigate.
It's not a lie. It's something else. Impossible to say what at this point, but there's something in him. Some trepidation.
That's all for now. Check this out.
An old monument stands in the middle of the traffic island,
Statue.
pointing toward the sea. It looks as if it's been reassembled piece by piece, secured and mounted in the air with the aid of numerous ropes and rods.
Who dis?
A silver plaque on the statue's pedestal reads, "I am Philip III, the Squanderer, the greatest of the Philippian kings of Revachol, son of Philip II, the opulent, father of Philip IV, the insane."
Squanderer, to waste money, to squander money, yeah? He won the lottery, he won €1 million, but he squandered it in a year, yeah? He wasted all the money, he blew the money, yeah? To blow money, to just go crazy, yeah? To spend all your money.
Not a good track record of mental health in that family.
Okay, so we got the squanderer, the opulent, yes, it's like the very, I think, extravagant, and then the insane, which I think speaks for itself. Not a good track record. Who is this?
A silver plaque on the
Alright, we've done
statue's not a good track record.
Leave. Alright, here's the lady. You could talk to her. Hello.
The woman still has her eyes fixed on the photograph in her hands. In the background, the radio plays.
She has her eyes fixed, she's staring at it. Okay, snap your fingers. Grandma, excuse me, Mom, I'd like to ask you some questions. Excuse me.
No response. Wherever this woman is, your words fail to reach her.
Snap your fingers.
If you want her attention, you may need to be more forceful.
Alright, Kim. Kim's giving me some advice. Let's do it twice. Snap your fingers. Wake up.
Where am I? Who are you?
Like a magician recalling a subject from hypnosis, you're jolted back to reality. Ugh.
The smile on her face has disappeared, replaced by the wary aspect of a cornered beast.
Okay, she's a bit suspicious. She's a bit wary. You have to be wary of something. Yeah, very cautious. I was actually hoping you could tell me that. Where am I? Who are you? Because you see, I forgot my name. I forgot basically everything. I blacked out. I went on a bit of a session with the drugs and the alcohol, and I have completely forgotten everything. So I'm slowly remembering stuff. My name is Harry, although I've lost my badge, which is really important seemingly. I was hoping you could tell me. Are you all right? Me? I'm the law. I was hoping you could tell me.
Never mind. I remember now. I'm still stuck in that traffic jam in the 50s.
Where else would you be?
Back in Mecca, during the time of the revolution. The sidewalks and cafes are filled with young people. I was on my way to see a new Boyadero picture starring Gabriel Buendero.
Boyadero, is that Portuguese, huh? Gabriel Buendero.
Until you came along, that is.
The look she gives you is accusatory. She doesn't think... who's Gabriel?
This is Gabriel Buendero.
She shows you the photograph in the lavish amber frame. Take a look.
A strikingly handsome man looks straight at you, his head crowned with a wide brim hat. His hair is dark as an oil slick, and his jaw, the most perfectly chiseled thing you've ever seen.
Alright, he's a handsome fella.
This man's got a hold over her, even 50 years later. You can feel it.
I can feel it. I can feel it. That's my gut feeling, yeah? Instinct.
He was the biggest star of his day. Girls used to faint in the aisles of cinema whenever he came on the screen. And schoolboys used to memorize all his lines.
She leans back, savoring the world she's conjured up. So she's enjoying her memory. So I take it you were in Mesk when you were young. Sorry to interrupt. You're dreaming. Right, I've got some other questions. So I take it, I believe, you were in Mesk when you were young.
Someone was.
Hmm? She nods as though her meaning was perfectly clear. Someone? At least not your memories?
They are someone's memories, boy. What difference does it make if it's me or not?
She gets gruff. She gets gruff suddenly.
They're beautiful. That is all that matters. Beautiful and true. And they will win. They're coming for this, you know? All of this.
Who are you talking about?
She seems to derive some bitter pleasure from this strange thought, as if the past will one day wipe the present away, like a tidal wave approaching.
Right, I've got some other questions.
Why not, Harife?
Thank you.
It's not like I have anything better to do in this hellhole.
A hellhole, like a terrible place. Oh my god, this place is a hellhole. She settles back against the railing of her motor lorry. Behind her, mountains of memorabilia, photos and knickknacks. Little things line the dashboard.
There's something off about this woman. Tell her to show you the soles of her boots. Maybe she was at the hanging somehow.
So here's my Inland Empire. This is my gut feeling, my instinct, and he says, like, or he, she, it says, there's something off, there's something strange about this woman, yeah? That's a pure gut feeling, isn't it? You know, you meet someone, you think, there's something off about them, yeah? I don't know what it is, there's just something I don't like, I don't trust, I'm a bit suspicious, yeah? What are you holding? What are you transporting? I still don't really understand this whole boiadero thing. Before I came, you seemed away with the fairies, we say in Ireland. Show me the soles, the bottom of your boots, sole. You seem like a woman who knows a thing or two about drugs. Thank you for now. Before I came, you seemed away.
She's just a distracted old woman. We should maybe let her get back to her things.
Shut up, Kim.
You hear that, Loman? I don't think your partner likes you spending too much time with me.
Sorry, you drive a lorry if you get like that?
Oh, don't worry about me. I'm one of the best camioners around. I drive routes no one else will.
I drive routes. No, that's an American there would say route, yeah? Okay, I drive the route. No one else. What routes?
The Monosov's Land, Udashnaya Zemlya, the Western Plain.
She nods and closes her eyes again, letting her mind submerge.
A terrible cold comes over her, rattling her teeth as she stares inward.
The Transcatolia Magistral. You for 1A. Adestradas du Mirador. All the good ones. The deep trenches. Where the bluebirds fly.
She opens her eyes again and shudders. Okay, I'm something of an expert in blacking out. You should take better care of yourself. You should be reported to the proper authorities. Cool, right until you're dust, sister. Yeah, well, a blackout is maybe when you drink so much alcohol, and the next day, or maybe the next week, you don't remember anything. Yeah, you don't remember. How did I get here? It's to black out. Seemingly, yeah. This is something I read about.
You're right, Loman. I'm the one who should take my health more seriously. Thank you for looking out for me.
She looks you over and scoffs. I'm the one, because here I am down here. Look, this is my beautiful visage. Yeah, I'm a good-looking fella. Here's Kim. But yeah, I'm a pretty handsome guy, I think, yeah? And she's kind of like going... She's being sarcastic, I think.
A correct appraisal. You're quite shabby.
Shut up, Endurance. Scruffy, shabby, could do with a shave, could do with a shower.
Is that all you woke me up to say?
What are you hauling? I still really don't understand. She shows me the soles of your shoes. Show me the soles of your boots.
Now what do you want with an old woman's boots, Sheriff?
Help me out here, it's important.
Please? I think you should let me get back to Gabriel Buenguerro. You are not Gabriel. Gabriel doesn't say please.
You're not the first person to say that.
She's wearing sturdy workers' boots made of black leather. Buckles run across. The sole is also made of leather.
Sturdy, strong, strong workers' boots. Now the other one, please.
Just before Gabriel, it was the coronation of Franco Negro. Now, there was a real man.
Franco Negro, Black Francis from the Pixies, I wonder? Oh, there was a real man. There's no aberration in the pattern that you can see. She puts her foot down. Wait, what do you mean it was the coronation of Franco Negro? Tante Kim, she's not also, they're not the boots that made the prints. So in the previous stream, we investigated at the murder, because there's a body being hanged. We found footprints, yeah? So we're looking for a certain person. Wait, what do you mean? It was the coronation of Black Francis from the Pixies.
It was. And then it was no more. And I was no longer holding my father's hand. He was no longer descending the stairs in Ryle. The crowd had gone silent. Perhaps it was another Sheriff who came and woke me up, looking at my boots, asking questions. Or perhaps it was one of the others in this carnival. I don't remember.
As she says carnival, she gestures to the empty square with the statue and the machines.
Okay, Kim, she's not odd soul. These are not the boots that made the print.
I could have told you that from just looking at them.
Shut
The
up,
size is
Kim.
37.
The feet of a little girl, they fit well on the pedals.
You seem like a woman who knows a thing or two about drugs.
What do I need drugs for, Lowman? What I see, what I feel, the great adversary, no drugs can compare.
That's not what I was getting at. That's not what I was talking about.
Then what were you getting at?
This line of questioning is going nowhere. Try harder.
I wanted to ask if you'd be interested in smuggling some drugs, but I'm a cop. She knows I'm a cop. What are you holding? What are you
You're
transporting?
man, Lowman. What of it?
Okay, no, alright, let's change the subject.
Good. I don't care about drugs. Little molecules, they are nothing.
She glances wistfully at the photo. Okay, tell me about this Boadero thing.
Of course not. To truly understand the Boyadero, you need to listen to On the Western Plain.
What's that?
It's an old ballad about a young girl who falls in love with a daring Boyadero. He promises to marry her as soon as he returns from the Western Plain.
So this is some sort of cowboy or gaucho in Argentina, I suppose, or something. I'm guessing that doesn't happen.
Of course not. The Boyadero returns from the Western Plain a changed man. One night, as he and his beloved are out walking along the river Madrid, she pleads with him to give up his riding and settle down.
Okay. She pleads, she begs with him to give up, to stop his riding, his cowboy ways, and settle down, have a family. And so he gives up. I think I see where this is going.
So the Boyadero strangles his beloved and throws her body in the Margaret. Then he rides off, because the Western Plain is calling to him.
A beautiful song.
The most beautiful. A true Boyadero needs a whole horizon to himself. He can be tied down by man or woman. His beloved was selfish. She didn't know what it meant to love a boyadero.
'Cause I'm a cowboy.
What if to truly love a boyadero is to float lifeless downstream?
Alright, easy, tiger. Okay, what are you transporting?
Diamonds?
Diamonds?
Of course not. But wouldn't it be marvelous if I was?
Okay, but what are you really moving?
Whatever stupid things they put in the lorry, I imagine.
So you don't know what you're hauling in your own lorry. You don't know what you're transporting.
I quit concerning myself with that a long time ago. Besides, I don't drive the lorry for the cargo, if you know what I mean.
I don't drive the lorry for the cargo, if you know what I mean. No, I don't.
She says that as if something, narcotic, is the real reason.
Right. Wait, you get high on drugs, driving a lorry? What if the cargo is contraband? What if it's illegal? You're smuggling, to smuggle, a contrabandista. I guess that makes sense. Minding your own business. Minding your own business?
Of course it does. What did you expect?
Alright, that's it.
Yes, go. Enough jamboree. I need to get back to Mesque.
Her voice trails off. Okay, we've got an autosave there. Anything? Can I move around here? What's this? Ruins full of snow. No one lives here anymore. Can I move around here anywhere?
An old monument stands in the middle of the traffic island, pointing.
Alright, let's go back here. Let's go talk to this guy quickly.
Still here. Stuck in this damn jam, my man.
Got any
What's
smoke?
up? Nope. Don't smoke. Some of the other drivers do, though. There's still a few around, waiting for the jam to disperse. Or waiting for...
Yup, nothing wrong with that statement. Your senses have nothing to add. You left the ask around elsewhere.
You could also check the kiosk down the street. Frit. With 3 T's. Rebishaw's weird.
Alright. That's all for now. I don't know what to do next, really. Let's put some clothes back on, maybe. Clothes? Alright, let's put on, what is the bum hat? It's one actually, no, I don't need that, yeah. This is one logic minus authority. Plus 1 logic. Put those on, yeah. Put those on. Items. Tools. Okay, let's try something like that, yeah. Where are we going? Where next? Let's have a look at our journal. Find the working class husband. This was yesterday. Smoker on the balcony. 9 o'clock. The jam mystery. Alright, let's look for some more, what's done. Okay, let's look for some more drivers, I suppose. Oh, hang on, wait. What did he say? He said it was the vendor. Let's go check out the vendor. He's down here, no? Yeah, here he is. Look. Let's check him out. We have questions.
Still cool here, officer.
Challenge him low for money. Where are you from? Where are you from?
Me? It's a boring story, officer. Who cares about the past? I'm all business now. All Revachol.
He has like an Indian accent, yeah? It's all Revachol, not a boring story, but you're not a local, are you?
Very sharp, officer.
Very
I'm
smart.
Serais, from the Sigai province of the Serais Empire. The apricot suzerainty, you know?
Apricots
The
are
apricot
delicious.
suzerainty is what the Sigai archipelago is commonly known as in Revachol. It's a bit of a fraught term, I'm sure you understand.
It's a controversial expression.
No, apricots come from Sigai. My grandma used to grow them. But Sigai is a shithole. That's why I came to Revachol. Here's much better for an independent entrepreneur. Less laws.
Less laws in Revachol, okay. And
Speaking of, why not support an independent local entrepreneur? I send half my profits back to my grandma in Sigai.
entrepreneur, businessman, woman, business person, an entrepreneur. French word we use, yeah, for someone who starts their own business.
Well, if it's for his grandma, you should buy a lot of things.
Shut up, empathy. So what's your opinion? What's your stance on drugs?
I don't go in for that, officer. Drugs ruin lives. Unless you're into drugs, of course. In which case, drugs are excellent. Mwah! Tasty, tasty drugs.
Alright, I'm super into drugs. I'm really into drugs, really into something. I'm really interested, or I don't like drugs. Or we can proceed. We're looking for a lorry driver who's transporting drugs out of the harbour. He or she is in the traffic jam. I do need to get some speed.
That's very cool. A lot of the coolest detectives do drugs. Sadly, I don't have any drugs on sale. Or at my home, or on my person.
Alright, we're looking for someone. Who is the drug dealer?
That's even cooler. You investigating that and all. But, I am not a lorry driver. I'm just a street vendor. I don't know anything about that.
We've caught him, everybody, but you are a lorry man, a lorry driver. Another driver has identified you.
Who said that? It's the fat racist, right? I bet it's him. He has an agenda against me because I'm an immigrant who works harder than he does. He's a hater.
So you admit you're a lorry driver?
No, I just said I work harder and he's an asshole.
He stops to think.
Okay, maybe I'm a lorry driver too. A little. But that's not the most important thing about me. That's my day job. This is my dream.
Hang on. I need to get this right. Okay, I'm going to try empathy. Like, so you were embarrassed to tell me?
No, I just forgot. It's such a small part of my life. It's in the rear view mirror now. I'm climbing out of that hole. With ingenuity.
It's in the back mirror. I'm driving forward. Stop squirming. Eee! What do you know about the drug operation? Sealing, my source tells me you're the one transporting drugs. Okay, stop squirming. What do you know about it?
Nothing. I told you. I'm not a dumb guy. I don't get involved with that crowd.
I'm not dumb. I'm not stupid. Oh, I'm so dumb. I left my phone in the office.
And what crowd is that?
Good, Kim. Good question.
Crowd. You know, the drug crowd.
The druggy crowd.
He doesn't want to talk about them. He's afraid.
Who are you afraid of? You're wasting my time. Tell me, who the fuck is transporting the drugs here? Okay, if you don't know, then I'll tell your employer you've been selling his stuff. Last one, yeah, a bit of extortion.
No use. He's not telling us. He's too afraid. We need to take him to my station and ask him there. After
Good.
we've called his boss.
Right, Kim.
Okay, look. There's bad people doing bad things here. That's all I know. Please don't get me into this mess. I spent 15 years working my way up.
Okay, I've got two choices. I can play good cop or bad cop. If you don't want to get into this mess, raise your voice. You have to give us a reason to move on. We're buddies, Sealing. Help us out. No one will know it was you. Bad cop, good cop. I'm going to go for good cop.
It's a she, okay? The other drivers call her the lady driver. You're better off staying away from her. The way they talk about her, she's no lady.
He shakes his head. She ain't no lady. Who are these other drivers who talk? Is the lady driver the old woman back there? Points to the pale drivers, dazed out and strange. Okay, we're cool now. Hang on. What's this? The jam mystery. Find out who the lady driver is to drive. Who is the lady driver and where is her lorry? Interrogate the drivers. We've done it. Okay, cool. We got it. That task done. Who are these other drivers? Is it the lady back there? Is it the lady back there?
I don't know. Maybe. If she is, I haven't gone near her. I don't get involved. I told you.
It could be. She was strange.
She was strange. Who are these other drivers?
All of them. I don't know. I told you all I know. Are we cool now? I really want us to be cool now.
To be cool, to be
Who
friendly.
exactly is talking about this lady driver of yours? The racist or the other one with the tattoos?
He points to the north.
All of them. Even the ones who've left. I don't hang out with them. I don't remember who has tattoos.
What do you think? Is he telling the truth? Or is he lying through his teeth? Yeah, to lie through your teeth. Completely 100% lying. Okay, we're cool.
All right. I scored. Let's cap this off with a purchase. You can walk away from here with funky sunglasses, detectives. Both of you. You deserve it.
Yeah, I got the sunglasses. I'll leave for now.
The shine on these sunglasses lasts a lifetime, officer. 100% guaranteed.
Ooh, not bad. 6. Perception. What is perception? Where is perception? Perception. I can't see it. Perception. See, hear, and smell everything. That no detail. That could be quite good, eh? That's an extra bonus point. Alright, maybe I will, yeah? Cost. Lock. Try again.
40 and practical, officer.
I'm
Good
gonna
choice.
buy it. Amphibian sports something. I don't know. Alright, let's leave for now, yeah? Okay, we got some new clothes, everybody. We got our amphibian sports visor. Oh. Oh dear, yeah, looking cool. Looking cool, Harry. Alright. Anything down here? Alright, this is for tomorrow, yeah? This is the whole bridge thing that we need to check out. What time is it? past. Let's go talk to these guys really quickly. Okay, it's 1 p.m., so we still got quite a few hours.
I have really outdone myself.
Yes, that's what you need, Gaston. More padding on that fat ass of yours. I hope your heart gives out.
Right, these are the old fellas playing pentanque or
Honey,
booze.
it's a little pleasures. Life doesn't need to be a struggle. Hello, officer. How might I be of assistance on this fine day?
All right, so we kind of threw one of his bowls away, one of the balls. We threw them into the river, I think. That sandwich looks really, really nice.
I'm sorry, officer, but I really don't share food. Nothing personal, it's just a principle.
Yeah, I'm not
The only
asking.
one you have.
Don't be a dick, Gaston. There's plenty.
Believe me, officer, I wish I could help you, but I need this
Don't be a
sandwich
dick, don't be
to
an
keep
asshole.
my blood sugar stable. In my age, you need to pay attention to these things.
You can barely hear him. The sweet smell of pickles in harmony with garlic butter and marinated onions emanating from the sandwich is driving your mind in a singular direction. It must be yours.
Okay, we've got two choices. Please, friend, let's just share it. Oh, you're not hearing me, man. I need that sandwich.
Fuck off! It's mine!
He jokes away, immediately startled by his own reaction, telling a cop to F off.
Sorry, officer. I'm
Right.
sorry.
Yeah,
I
a bit of
didn't
respect.
mean it in a bad way. But the sandwich is mine. I'm not gonna share it.
Oh, but you are,
When
Gaston.
the dissidents come to rape our country, he hides. But try to get a bite of his dear sandwich and he gets claws? You're a special kind of vermin, Gaston.
Very low opportunity. Why? Because I threw the ball into the sea. Okay. Tell me, what do you know about the dead
Let
man?
me think. I heard someone was hanged and left on a tree for a week. But that's all I know, really.
Come on. Come on. Come on. You must have heard something, yeah? You must have some information. Oh, really? You know absolutely nothing about the murder? Shane, maybe you could help me with something else. Come on. You must have heard something.
No, officers, I'm sorry. And I really would like to assist. You are both good guys. I can see that.
Then help them, you wimp. You have plenty of shoulder with the ghost caviar in the Union. Someone must know something.
Good man, Rene.
I wish I could, but I just don't know anything. I always keep my nose clean and don't gossip. Everyone knows and respects that.
To keep your nose clean is to, like, not do anything wrong. You know what I mean? To be very careful what you're doing. You know, go to work on time. Just don't do anything silly. To keep your nose clean.
Respect?
The old carabiners can't believe what he's hearing. Sounds a bit like you're holding back. You're not telling me everything.
I'm not even anyone.
Of course he's holding back. His mouth is so full of Union prick he can't even speak properly.
Can I at least finish my fucking sentence before you piss on it? Is that okay, René? I'm not anyone important in the Union. I just know Evrard.
Everard, the Union boss. Are you a Union member?
Oh, in many ways, yes. Like an honorary member. I attend meetings and parties, help with little things. Evrard, Edgar, and the older debarders all know me.
In many ways?
Oh, yes.
So you're not an actual member?
Not in the technical sense. I don't have a vote or a membership card, but Evrard keeps me on the payroll, just for the little things.
We need to talk to Everard, don't we? This is one of our jobs, yeah? Everard. Everard is the union boss. I thought we have to do something, no? Alright, no worries, but yeah, Everett's our man. Okay, he keeps me on the payroll. He pays me a salary. I don't do much, but just the little things. Okay,
Of course
good.
he's not a member. He's not a member of anything. I knew that. He's a Weathervane. Turns the way the wind blows and tries to look important.
Okay, a weather vane which goes to the wind, meaning, you know, like he has no principles. He'll do what everybody else is doing. Rene and Gaston are at each other's throats, aren't they? Yeah? Argumentative old men.
I hate the socialist rabble, but even siding with them is better than living your entire life on the fence. Never committing to anything. Pick a damn side already.
Living your entire life on the fence, to sit on the fence, yeah? My two friends are arguing, and they're like, Brian, what do you think? Who's right? And I'm like, I'm on the fence. I'm sitting on the fence. I'm not going to choose one or the other, you know? Okay, how do you know Everett?
Everyone in Martinez knows the Clare brothers. I taught these boys human studies and history in the gymnasium.
In school, yeah? And the gymnasium is school?
What do you know about history? You never witnessed history. Only heard about it years later, when it had already moved on. You
Hey,
don't
Iona.
know history.
We were chatting to Gaston and Rene, the two old guys playing boules, and Gaston was teaching Everett, the union leader. He's saying, I taught these boys human studies and history in the gymnasium. I used to work in Slovakia, and I was working with kids, and the kids were like, oh, I have to go to the gymnasium. I was like, why is everybody going to the gym every day? And then I found out that often in like kind of ex-communist countries, so you're talking Romania, Slovakia, etc., school was called gymnasium. As far as I know, I might be wrong, but gymnasium is school. Okay, Rennie says, what do you know about history? The carbineer snaps at Gaston. You've never witnessed history, only heard about it years later. When it had already moved on, you don't know history.
The old soldier mumbles something under his breath
Hey.
and turns to face the sea.
All right. I'm trying to get some information out. Gaston is interesting because he knows the union leader.
Let's try not to get caught in a crossfire.
In the crossfire, in the middle of their argument.
Lest we leave riddled with bullet holes. This animosity is ancient.
What are the little jobs you do, the little things you do for Everett?
Writing work mostly. Occasionally, he needs something written, and I happen to have a way with words, people say.
What kind of things do you write for him?
Oh, nothing official, I assure you. Just essays for the newspapers. About Martinez and how things are and how they could be. Everett and I have these long talks where...
Where?
Well, he tells his little pen man exactly what to say. It's commie propaganda, plain and simple. You should be ashamed of yourself.
It's communist propaganda, everybody. Yeah, okay, thanks for everything, lads.
No, thank you. For being consummate professionals. You'll have this case wrapped up in no time.
He won't give me a sandwich. Okay, I wanted to ask you about the union again. Let's see if there's anything out there.
Sure, officer.
No,
we have
nothing.
good guys around here. What do you need?
Nothing.
No.
All right. Let's try Rene, is it?
We're still waiting for a replacement for the bull you sent sinking.
Okay, I saw the statue of Philippe III near the roundabout.
Ah, yes. King Philip III, on his steed.
On his
A
horse.
reminder of what Revachol once was.
Oh.
Oh, absolutely. At the mercy of a cocaine-snorting tyrant who emptied the treasury so he could sleep on a bed of gold.
A cocaine-snorting tyrant, yeah? The king? I don't believe it!
Cocaine, sounds like our kind of king. And just imagine what kind of cocaine a king would have had.
Okay, this is Party Town in my mind, going coke? Coke?
A superpower, feared and respected. A testament to what this country can be under the leadership of a true king. Someone who knows how to rule.
A testament to what his country can be under the leadership of a true king. How should a true king rule? What was that about cocaine? Let's talk about Let's talk about something else. What was that about the cocaine?
Oh, old Philip was a big fan of the purple nose candy the nobility loved so much. A cocaine connoisseur of sorts. His egocentricity is borderline legendary.
You can't even take the responsibility for yourself. How could you fathom the responsibility weighing on the shoulders of a ruler?
True. Yeah, maybe a ruler of a country needs extra stuff, you know, to keep going.
That's why the Philippian kings use cocaine. For clarity of vision.
Right.
To aid in their work. Regnum cocainum. Revishal's finest years.
He seems to grow taller, brimming with pride about the past.
I'm satisfied with this explanation.
Party Town is happy.
Of course. Clarity of vision. Awareness.
Seemingly these are kind of effects of cocaine, yeah?
Philip III was even brought into this world with the help of cocaine. The court made him administer the dose to his mother when she was in labor. And it is well known that with the help of cocaine, only the purest, of course, he was able to connect with higher realms.
The purest?
Higher realm. Of course. It all makes sense.
Okay, we've got 5 choices here. I drink alcohol and go to heaven. What was that about higher realms? Sounds interesting. Such responsibility requires a boost every now and again. I sometimes need one too. Seems like irresponsible behavior for a monarch. Drug users shouldn't even operate heavy machinery, much less rule countries. Thanks for clearing that up. I have some other questions now. Let's go for... We're starting to butter them up, like I was explaining. Yes, so let's go for... Yes, king. The responsibility of being a king requires a boost, and even detectives do too.
Please, officer, don't encourage him. Do spare us the cocaine fairy tales. The RCM isn't interested in them.
Oh, but we are.
Yes, indeed. We're not here to investigate the drug trade of centuries past.
But imagine, purest cocaine. Now that would make you feel like a king. Not that you can afford it, but what about speed? Speed is cheap and good.
How should a true king rule?
Decisively, without fear of offending the sensibilities of the frail and weak-minded among his subjects. This is something the insurgents never understood.
The insurgents, the revolutionaries. Okay, seems to me a leader should take care of his people before himself. Powerful leader is not afraid to do what must be done. That's what this country needs. I'm not sure how I feel about that. Okay, well, if you're offending the sensibilities... yeah, I'm going to choose number 2, but only because it will agree with Renee, you know, I'm trying to find information.
Revachol would be a different place if more people realize that.
He gently rubs his chest. We could still be there.
Don't get started on that again. What happened, happened.
There's some weariness, tiredness in his voice now. He's heard this rant many times before, ranting, rah, 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 going on and on and on about something.
The carabiner doesn't reply, but his entire being communicates unbreakable resolve.
Alright, he believes his ideas.
No one and nothing can change this man's mind. He is as rigid as they come, still in that antique uniform. It's a symbol for him.
Let's talk about something else.
Right.
What is it about this old Asian race who stands so tall? Okay, yeah, I can go for it. It's very, very low possibility because I threw the boule into the sea. Let's try it. It's a white roll.
All you observe is a veteran refusing to let go of the past and his old uniform. This is not uncommon.
True.
This is the uniform of the Royal Carabineers in service of Frissel I, Guillaume le Lion, and the valiant King Philip V before him.
Don't you mean Freestyle the fan?
You do not speak his name, Craven, although he was a clown. But he was our clown, ours to ridicule and to mourn.
Right, he might be a clown, but he's our clown. Yeah, I've heard that a few times.
There's something you missed. You will get to it. Don't worry.
Okay, there's nothing else to open there. You seem to be playing in a crater.
Yes. The terrain here provides an interesting variety to a familiar game.
Was it made by a sea monster rising from the depths? Or does it have anything to do with the bullet holes I've been seeing around? It's the bullet holes, isn't it?
Yes. It was left by heavy artillery fire.
Artillery fire, okay. It's a crater left by artillery fire, but
Right,
why? Why was heavy artillery used?
Because that's what happens when communists hijack your country, execute your supreme leadership, and turn your capital into a slaughterhouse. You use heavy ordnance to clean up your home.
Alright. Heavy weapons. Did you use artillery fire against them?
Sadly, no. It was the foreigners who brought them to their knees. We fought valiantly. Too valiantly. So valiantly we got licked.
Squeezing a boule in his fist, one of these little balls that we see down here. It's boules, pentanka.
Should have fought dirty, like they did with their suicide sex cult propaganda and mad anarchist women strapped to shrapnel bombs. We didn't though, and we lacked caliber. God bless him, but the suzerain's cannons simply weren't big enough.
The suzerain is the warlord. Why shell them here? Why bomb them here in Martinez? You should have chosen a place away from the people and buildings.
This place is the damn beachhead, son. They had to soften the commies up first.
Right, with artillery to the beachhead?
Yes. The military coordinated amphibious landing to take back Revachol.
Okay.
He finds your lack of historic knowledge troubling.
Uh-oh.
A sign of mental deterioration in the preceding generation.
Yes, young people today, I don't know.
Martinez was used as one of the 3 footholds in Revachol during Operation Deathblow in 08. The other 2 are off in Stella Maris and the Delta.
Now I can say Deathblow sounds grim. Nod thoughtfully and turn to look northeast. Shake your head. Nod thoughtfully and turn to look northeast.
This here is Blood Ground, where coalition boots first made landfall and cleaned those rabid dogs out. Most likely, we're playing pétanque on their mangled corpses.
Pétanque. Pétanque. I teach Spain's #1 pétanque boules pétanque player.
Blood ground. You got old René going there. Like he isn't hungry enough already.
Is that why everything is so bombed out?
Right, son. They laid the fire of hell on the city before they stormed it. And it worked, too.
There's a strange gleam, a light in his eyes. He's remembering.
He approves of this radical approach. Knows it was necessary.
Right, it was necessary to bomb the population.
The rest of the city got cleaned up, but Martinez they keep as a monument. And now the Union Socialists are practically running the place.
Well, it's your own damn fault. You, we, the coalition, Revachol, whoever you want to blame, never finished the job. Officially, the party never surrendered. Of course, they still all influence.
It's old influence.
You don't even begin to truly understand the players at the table, let alone the specific circumstances surrounding the... What do you think?
That's how it should be. Soft socialists paving the way for the hard-working class to take over. That's leaning towards my kind of communist beliefs, I think. Foreign powers cleaned up our mess and now they rule us. Shake your head in shame. This coalition seems quite capable. Commies just don't understand how money works. Nothing. I don't think. I just do. All right, let's shake my head in shame. Foreign powers cleaned up our mess, and now they rule us.
I'm sorry it had to be them. After 8 years of fighting those hyenas, boiling cats for food and drinking piss in the mountains, I would have preferred if the Right Honorable King Guillaume returned to Revachol, or even if that damn clan Frisell had risen from the grave and led us. Sadly, that was not the case.
Frisell the clown. Our clown.
This royal failure weighs heavily on him.
Instead, all that is just, holy, and beautiful in the world was wiped away, and now it's neon signs with toothpaste ads everywhere. Foreign influence peddling garbage and stupid music on the radio.
He sighs.
This is just what the commies wanted. This was their plan all along. This is what they wanted to replace the role of the suzerain with.
So again, suzerain is like the warlord, yeah, the boss, yeah, to be in charge, the suzerain. Okay, how does Philippe III factor into this point towards the monument? Who was this Frizzle the clown? You mentioned Guilherme or something, yeah? Who is Frizzle?
Damn Frisell. He was the king we couldn't protect. The Carabineers failed him, and the clown. He died in the hands of the Hyperlay, in a very public execution.
He died in the hands of the Hyperlay, the plebs, yeah? The proles, the proletariat. So how does this factor into the monument? Okay, how does Philippe III factor into this? You know, what's he got to do with it?
That was 100 years ago. It got nothing to do with anything.
And you mentioned Guillaume.
A true king in both blood and mind. Led Revachol before Frisell.
The clown.
He would have been better, but the damn commies drove him into exile.
Alright, and right, what exactly is a suzerain?
The suzerain is the king. Has everyone forgotten already?
Yeah. I know what a suzerain is because I played Civilization 6.
Soon, they will forget everything. Him too. Then he chooses anger over melancholy.
Anger over sadness.
It's no use talking to you. You were still in Daddy's balls when it happened. When we took our last stand against the filth and rode the cavalry straight into gunfire.
Alright, I saw the statue near the roundabout.
Yes! King Philip III on his steed. A reminder of what Revachol once was.
Oh, absolutely. At the mercy of a cocaine-snorting tyrant who emptied the treasury so he could sleep on a bed of gold.
Cocaine.
Alright.
Cocaine.
We've done this.
Superpower. Feared and respected. A testament to what this country... Right.
Alright, thank you for your time.
It's clear you like the hard stuff, Bruder.
Okay, it's clear you like the hard stuff, Bruder. The what? Sounds like my stomach is growling. What is my lower intestine going on about? Alright, so this is endurance, which is endurance. Takes the blows, don't let the world kill you. Okay, so I got two choices. The what? Sounds like my stomach is growling. What is my lower intestine going on about? Let's go for the first one. If I'm really hungry, my stomach growls. Yeah, we say it's growling.
Evening falls. The time has come to take the vow.
The vow?
The vows of blood and flesh.
The vows of blood and flesh? What is my lower intestine going on about?
Lower intestine? The term is metabolic and circulatory system.
Metabolic and circulatory system. Okay, but what's the hard stuff?
Fascism, Brota.
What is fascism, though? Okay, stomach, I've made up my mind about fascism. What? Alright, I need to go to the bathroom. Before we continue with this, yeah, I need to go to the loo for a second, alright? So, give me a second, and I'll be right back, and we will find out what is fascism. back, yeah. So just a quick break, yeah. If you're enjoying this, press like. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. This is Class A English. What I'm doing is I'm an English teacher living in Spain, and I'm playing story-driven games and trying to explain some of the vocabulary. Although the vocabulary is pretty crazy here in Disco Elysium, but I hope you like it. And if you are, please help us out and press like. Let's get back into it. Let's find out what is fascism. All right, where are we? Okay. All right, what is it?
Many things, but it's mostly about trusting your gut. Who does your gut tell you is the source of Revachel's problems?
Foreigners, financiers, leftist academicians, all right, academics, yeah, liberals. I thought you were my circulatory system. We're going to blame the financiers.
Yes, them, but also
Oh,
women.
Jesus. Women?
Women, men of war. You don't like them. They're insane. Their idiocy needs to be scrubbed off this world with rubbing alcohol. Woo men need to go back to the fucking kitchen.
Okay.
That's what fascism boils down to. The rest is also important. But the main thing is that woo men need to know their place.
All right. Am I having some kind of stomach seizure here? Okay, stomach, I've made up my mind about fascism. Proceed to the judgment. Am I having some kind of seizure?
Stomach truth. You're having a stomach truth.
I'm having a stomach truth. Why?
Because you've said the hard things that others won't say. The good things, you've said them many times.
Fascism sounds so bad, though. What if we called it something else, like traditionalism? Yeah, what if we called it traditionalism?
Okay, yes, let's call it that. Good thinking.
Okay, okay, stomach, I've made up my mind about fascism. Proceed to the judgment.
You're going to keep your views, right? Keep your views, Brota.
My vows, my promises. I will keep my views for the glory of the Revacholian nation. Opt in? Absolutely not. I'm not going to be played by an upset stomach. Yeah. I don't know what to do here, everybody. I keep my vows? My vows? Do I say yes or do I say no? What day is it? Wednesday. Let's go for it.
For the nation, smart. Best not to mention the women too often. That's why you're the head and I am the stomach.
Okay, we've got a thought cabinet point here or something, yeah? Revacholian nationhood, sorry, temporary research, one composure, haggard nationalist. They fucked this place. Revachol is in ruins. The Kojkos and the Kips, and then, oh my god, this is pretty racist stuff with their desert pygmy magic spinning tops. They fucked it. Orangacy liberals and Vespertine moneylenders too. Oh my god. They're all socialists, especially the women, and we have a fake idea about what this means, but it's clear that a good, strong state must be erected from the ruins if any of us are to have a future. The shadowy outlines of this state start forming every time you close your eyes. Okay, let's just move on from that, yeah? Let's just move on. All right. No, fascism is about industry and politics and nationhood. Woman. I'm absolutely okay with women.
Of course you are, Bruta. Of course.
A wink-shaped growl sounds from your ass. Okay, pat my stomach. I'm not sure what that's about. Let's just finish that, I thought. Right. Let's talk to Kim.
Yes?
Anything? Nothing. Quick chat, see if there's anything interesting to say.
The mere sight of police in Martinez makes me feel safer already. How can I help you?
Anything about the union?
Sure, officer.
No.
They are
Okay.
No.
Bye. And let's talk to Renee.
Vigilance officer, what can this old carabinier do for you?
All right. Thank you for your time. What's that? Let's go and check this out. Okay, everybody, it's coming up to 11 o'clock. I've got to work in the morning. I've got a lot of work in the morning. Let's find out what's going on here. Ooh, money. We need to make 20 reals, no? Right, I think we're going to finish it there for tonight, yeah? Okay, I tell you what we'll do. We'll go back to Joyce and see if we can find anything else out from Joyce. We've asked around. She sent us to investigate the truck drivers. Let's see if she can give us any more information, any new information. Oh, hello. Joyce.
Back. Good. What can I help you with?
I spoke with the truck drivers, the lorry men, at the roundabout.
Word has travelled, yes, but nothing of real substance has surfaced yet, I gather. Wild Pines has eyes on the intersection, but not ears.
It appears we are being monitored every step we take, colleague. Did we have any other business here?
Tell me again about the drug trafficking. Let's talk some more about the boat you're on. Let's talk some more about the boat you're on.
What would you like to know?
Does she have a name?
The boat? No. It is called Cordelati 19 because that's the type of sloop it is.
The word "it" feels strange. Such a beautiful boat deserves a proper name. A breeze ripples through the sails and tugs at your hair. Below, the sleek, fish-like shape of the hull parts the water. Beneath that, a resounding darkness. You're reminded of something, or someone.
Cool, but your boat really needs a name. Okay, but what kind of boat is it? What kind of boat is it?
It's a pleasure craft, a 19-pacer. It also happens to be rated for Category 1 racing. Though these days I mainly use it for business.
But it needs a name, Joyce.
Okay. How about Cordelati 19? Why?
She taps on the side of the boat and makes a hollow sound.
Because it was manufactured in Revachol East by a company called Cordelati, and its hull is 19 paces long.
How about sleek fish?
What?
Because it's sleek, like a cat, and fish-like.
I think I'll stick with the factory name, but thank you. My sloop? I like it a lot. It's the eel's hips, baby.
Don't know what that means. The eels don't have hips, Joyce. What are you talking about?
I'm enjoying this part of the interview. It has so little to do with the murder we're investigating.
I really do, the lieutenant thinks. Is she thrown off yet? He's looking at the woman, assessing her.
Do you have a license?
Officer, I assure you I'm a highly qualified pleasure craft operator.
The crowns of her teeth are porcelain, white as the boat's hull as she smiles. Qualified pleasure craft operator. So charming. Where's the damn license?
That's good enough
Why
for
wouldn't
me.
it be? This is Revachol, Wayfair Act and all. Anyone can drive a boat.
Okay, that's enough. She takes a sip from her thermal flask. Okay, alright. Let's go up here. Any money? Alright, I think that's it, everyone. We're going to go over here. So I hope you liked this. I think this game is really, really cool. And I'm going to continue it Friday, probably. I'm just really, really busy at the moment. And we'll continue our story. We're going to continue our linguistic adventure. Maybe next... Yeah, well, definitely not tomorrow, but definitely Friday. And if not Friday, Saturday. But 100% I'll be back on Sunday morning for the next stream. I really like this game, you know? I really like it a lot. So I'm going to leave you there. If you enjoyed it, like, subscribe, all the fun stuff. Yeah, it really makes this channel happy, you know? We're starting to get a few people bit by bit, and it's really cool, yeah? And we're going to continue. I've got some really nice games lined up. But I'm going to leave you there now, and so take care, take it easy, and I'll see you soon. Good night, bye-bye.